Hello, hello, and Happy New Year to anybody that's listening, and really looking forward to tonight because it's going to be so exciting to talk about 2019. Very, very interesting year ahead. And hello, people joining now. Hello, Melody. Happy New Year to you and Freya. Hi, Freya and Claudia. I got your question, Claudia, and your picture that you sent. Talk about that. Priceless Princess Jewel. Hi, and Kiki. And thank you, Melody. Happy New Year back to you and everybody. Yeah, and Happy New Year. And Shruti, thank you for joining us. Happy New Year. So while we're waiting for people to join, let me show you the picture that Claudia sent. If I can get it up. Wow, I've managed to get it up straight away. Can you see it? Isn't it lovely? Now she was doing a ceremony to bring in the Christ light and create a crystal grid. And she thinks that this is the Christ light coming in. But actually, the Christ light is there, Metatron is there, and this is actually a naughty salamander, an elemental, just having fun for the new year. But I think that's a lovely message, because to have fun is so important and bring lightness in. And so in the center, there is the beautiful Christ energy that you can see. And can you see here Metatron light in the flames as well? And the golden energy in the flames bringing in the Christ light too. So it is also the fun that an elemental is having. So thank you for sending that, Claudia. That's lovely. And I think that's a wonderful idea to do a ceremony spreading the Christ light around the planet. So some more people have joined. Hi, Kim. Hi, Diane. Hello, beautiful soul yourself. Hi, Christine and Hanneke. And Nisa and Jill and Dee. And lots of Happy New Year wishes. And Goran. Hope I get the names pronounced correctly. I'm never absolutely certain. Hi, Lynn. Hope you had a good Christmas. And Paulette and Suzanne from New York, and Antje and Maria. Oh no, I'm so sorry, Maria, about your son. And you know, it's very interesting how people choose to be born and pass away during the Christ energy over this Christmas period. So although I'm sure it's no consolation to you, it must have been terrible, but it's very, very important and exciting for them. How many people have their birthdays on Christmas Day and Boxing Day? Just they're coming in on that surge of Christ light for their entire life. It influences them. And of course, people leave on surges of energies like the Christ lights and full moons and things if they've got an important place to go to. Hello, everybody. I'm missing these names. Hello, Patty and Jenny and Piaggio and Celestina and Siobhan and Barbara and Lorna and Sophia and Asha, Christopher. Hi, everybody. Happy New Year back. Right. So here's one from Sharon. She says, 2018 was an energetic whirlwind. Can we expect things to calm down in 2019? I'm not so sure about that. But she says, for me personally, despite working with a view to always approaching life with love and compassion, I find myself getting more and more irritated with folk to the point where I prefer my own company to spending with others, engaging in small talk and shallow conversations. Okay, Sharon. What you're realizing is that when you leave one frequency and you move into another one, then people around you don't resonate anymore. And so, yes, it's important then to be able to walk alone for a time until you attract in new higher frequency people to walk with. And it's a lesson that so many people have, because of course, as soon as you move into a higher frequency, you don't meet so many people on that same frequency band. No, a lot of people don't. I'm not saying everybody doesn't. Hi, everybody that's just joined. Happy New Year to all of you too. And so, Sharon, yeah, for a time, just withdraw your energies, focus on sending out the new higher vibration, and you will find that people at that level start coming into you, as long as you're open to it. Here's another question from Christiane. Can you tell me what way certain events in life are fixed or meant to happen? In what way we're able to manifest new things? 2018 did serve me very well, where I had multiple experiences to be guided into certain surprising situations. Well, I think you'll find that 2019 is going to be fairly similar. When we're born, of course, we decide as a soul what situations we are going to have to meet. And then it's like going on a railway journey. You are going to stop at that stop and that stop and that stop, and they are fixed. Those things are absolutely fixed. For one person, it might mean that they meet a certain person and they have to work through karma, or it's going to be something fantastic for them, or they're going to marry them. And that is a fixed thing for them. Or they're going to get a particular job, or something is going to happen on a date. And they have agreed that they will go through those fixed things. But how you get there on your journey is up to you. And so, unless your soul has dictated that something happens for you, you will have free will to choose your journey there. And of course, when you get to that situation or meet that person, the wisdom that you've learned, your attitudes towards it, make a difference to how that develops in your life. And so a lot of it's free will, and some of it is not so free as we think we are. But our attitude, that's up to us. Now, 2 people have asked about spiritual discipline. And that's a huge, huge subject in its own right. But I thought, because 2019, when you think about it, 2 plus 0 plus 1 plus 9 makes 12. 12 is the number of the disciple. Spiritual discipline is about being a disciple. And so Rebecca Cohen says, would I ask more about it? And Sophie says, please talk about spiritual discipline and spiritual practice. Mentioned it briefly, but she wants to hear more. And you struggle with this, Sophie. What it is, how regularly should you do things, how much? Oh, and your inner voice tells you it's not enough. And you describe this as an inner scolding. Yeah, so if you're putting yourself down with it, then that's not serving you. So I think the best analogy is, in some ways, about a dog. A dog, if it trusts you, listens to your commands and obeys instantly. That's a well-disciplined dog. Like, he's your disciple. You are his teacher. And our job, and of course, if you can trust your dog to absolutely obey, then you could give it freedom to walk off the lead, to do what it wants to do, unless you are giving it an instruction. So, our task is to listen to the promptings of spirit and obey them, to follow them. People often think, and I've got another question about this somewhere. Oh yes, it's from Icar. in Madrid. So she talks to angels, but she can't hear the replies. Now, the thing is, when you talk to the angels, you are talking in trust and faith that they are listening to you, and of course they are. And they are giving you responses. You are receiving those responses as your own thoughts, if you are very close to your angels. Yeah, Jackie says she totally relates to you, Sharon. So if you're very close to your angels, if your vibration and your guardian angel's vibration are like this, then you don't notice when they come and go. You don't notice when they speak to you, because it's so similar to your own thought vibrations. But those good thoughts that you have, they are very often your guardian angel. They are your instructions that you can obey. And of course, there are other archangels and other beings of light who have you in their charge, who are guiding you and helping you, are also giving you instructions and helping you for your highest good. And part of spiritual discipline is doing what is right for you. If it doesn't give you joy, then it's not right for you. If it doesn't give you a feeling of peace, it's not right for you. There's so much about I ought to do this, I should do that, I must do this. And actually, it's much better to do what feels really makes you feel centered and strong and good. Now, of course, we are on a journey to master following the spiritual laws, but also to mastering our minds and emotions. And a lot of spiritual discipline is about doing that. We all know full well that if we have had an altercation with somebody and we're churning it over at a very low level, that we're neither following spiritual law nor listening to our angel. Our inner wisdom tells us that it's time to let that go, cancel that in the violet flame or whatever we use, bless that situation for the lesson, and move on to higher thoughts about it. Now, I'm not saying this is easy. I'm not saying I can do it all the time, but I am aware when I don't do it. I am watching my thoughts, sometimes in horror, and thinking, oh no, that thought's come back again. I mustn't churn that, because that is not the highest thing to do. Time to let it go and focus on something better, because that's when the universe brings good things to us. If somebody cheats you, I know I give this example in one of my books. You have a business partner, they cheat you, they take your money, the business collapses. Wow, what an awful thing to happen. You are angry. You say, I am justifiably angry. You just rage about that person. You feel ill because of the anger you have towards them. And of course, you can say it's totally justified. But at the fifth dimension, where you are a disciple, you are mastering your thoughts. That is when you bless that person for the lesson they brought you. You then let it go and absolutely trust that the universe will now bring you that money, open a new door, bring you something better, because you have handled that in a fifth dimensional way. No one's saying it's easy, but that is what works, and it works every time. Nina, unicorns, do you have any advice on how to receive guidance? Oh, on which career? I'm sorry, it's gone. I have no way of bringing these back once they've moved on. Oh, I don't know, but I had that's only just touching on spiritual discipline. All I'm saying is don't beat yourself up because you had that bar of chocolate. Just don't do it. That isn't helping you at all. But take a quiet, centered decision that you'll do something differently, or you'll do what is for your highest good. And just constantly ask for help to do and think what's for your highest good. Hi everybody that's just joined us again. See lots of new people have come on. Lovely to see you. And I'm sorry if I'm not getting all the comments. Yeah, as you say, Katie, meditation, mindfulness, brilliant for helping you control your mind. And of course, in the golden era of Atlantis, even small children were taught to focus on their breath, to hold their mind steady. And that's really the spiritual discipline that it's good to follow and to be a disciple of that. So it's not about control. It's about just mindfulness of what's happening. No, thank you, everybody. Nice things and lots of love and happy New Year's. So that was a little bit about that. And here's an interesting one. Charlene, could you tell me who I can call on to give me a little more help, please? I have issues with a male boss who has bullied me and is trying to manage me out of my job. I've asked Archangel Michael, my fire dragon. I feel exhausted trying to keep a low profile and achieve his unrealistic expectations. I want to do my job in peace, and I wonder if you have any insight on who I can ask to help me. Okay, Charlene. The one thing that is really possibly one of the first things to try is talking to your guardian angel. Now, of course, if somebody is bullying you, your vibrations need to be strengthened, because a bully only bullies somebody if they've got a hole in their aura which says, I allow you to bully me. So that goes without saying. Strengthening your aura is really important, because he won't bully you when you're not bullyable. He can feel the vibrations shimmering around you with anger. And that's his feedback, and that's what keeps him doing it. The other thing you can do is talk to your guardian angel. Now, when you do this, you must do this with love. Do not say, my boss is horrible, he is bullying me. Instead, say any nice thing you possibly can about him, raising the vibration towards him. And if you are saying something nice about him, sure he's got some good qualities. If you're saying there's nice things about him, then of course he feels that and his defenses relax. Then you talk to your guardian angel and you tell your angel what you want. You don't tell your angel what you don't want. You say exactly what you now want, what you feel you deserve, what you are ready for. And you ask your angel to tell the other person's angel. And so your guardian angel can connect with the other person's angel without any frisson between them. And then when the time is right, his guardian angel can whisper to him to behave differently, to do with the highest good. And you know, when people do this, magical things happen. Sometimes they happen very quickly. So it would be wonderful if you would do this and let us know what the result is. In fact, on the 16th of January, I think that must be Wednesday week, I'm doing a Zoom on working with your guardian angel and the angel of your home. And I will be doing exercises. I've got actually fantastic, amazing information about what our guardian angels do with us. So much more than we realize. But we will do a deep exercise where people can do that and make a real difference. It is awesome what people can do, and that will be very interesting. And that is one of my cheap Zooms, my £5.50 Zooms, which I think I really love doing. And I know lots of you have already booked on it. Okay, somebody else sent me a question, and I think it just came through. Oh, I know who it was. It was Ikar. You said you talk to your angel, but you can't hear their replies. And you asked about your unicorn, talking to your unicorn and your angel. So I thought, while I was just waiting to come on air, I'll pick a card about this from the unicorn deck. And guess what I got? I just had to laugh. Listen, and the answer will be revealed. They absolutely know what to tell you. The thing is that we have a set thing. We think, oh, a voice in our head will tell us the answer. But it doesn't work that way. They might produce an article and you read it and you think, oh, that's the answer to my question. Or something comes up on television, that's the answer to your question. There are a million ways that they can answer questions. You can see a car number plate and it spells out the initials of what you want it to do. Just trust that as soon as you ask, they will be looking for a way to bring the answer to you if you can't receive it directly. Okay, let's talk about 2019. And hi, Esther and Sonal and Goka and Andrea and Sue and Susan and Goka and Heather and anybody else that's joined us. Okay, this is an amazing year ahead. It's a year of expansion. It's a year when Jupiter is coming in. And Jupiter, of course, is the planet of happiness, joy, gifts, expansion. And for us, when we connect with Jupiter, if we're fifth dimensional and it's from our third eye, we connect to Jupiter and then through Jupiter into its fifth dimensional aspect, which is called Jumbe. And Jumbe means huge, expanded. And this is the year of opportunities. And it's starting with 3 supermoons. A supermoon in January on the 21st, and it's a super blood moon and a total lunar eclipse. Wow, what a way to start a new year. So the supermoon brings in the divine feminine at a high frequency. It's bringing in wisdom and change. And of course, the lunar eclipse is bringing in endings. So there may be some unexpected endings, maybe shocking us individually, shocking the world events, because we're just a microcosm of what's happening in the world. And so the influences that are on you are also on what's going on for everybody, everywhere. And so expect change. You know, some of those things that have been hanging around your life for a long time and never seem to come to fruition are going to start pushing forward this year. The aim is to move us into a higher frequency. It's like another step up towards the new golden age. And with these endings of the old, of course, you can't end something without a new beginning. And so there will be new things and blessings coming into us in 2019. Fabulous. But do you know, we human beings find change difficult. And so endings and new beginnings sometimes seem hugely challenging to us. However, the changes that are happening now are for a lot of, for our highest growth, going to bring us new blessings. Haita says that she's doing lots of doodles of spirals at the moment, what's the significance? And spirals are the symbol of Atlantis. I would suggest that at some level you are bringing back the wisdom of Atlantis, and your angel is working through you to show you. The green light turning on the adapter when it's off is a sign of presence, right? I would think that there is something there. If it's turning off, it's also telling you that you've got the green light to go ahead with a project or a relationship or a situation. The green light is a very symbolic thing. You lost all your family, Michi, your job and your friends. Oh dear, how challenging. You believe in them, always do what they tell me. Oh, I cannot read the end of it. I am sorry. So when you lose everything, you are going through an initiation, and that is a spiritual challenge in order that you can move into another level. So if you stay centered throughout it and see everything from a higher perspective, then you will move into something new and amazing. What if you have a toxic work environment? How can you raise the vibration? Okay, one thing I would suggest is that maybe it's time to move on. This is a time for endings, Enishri. If you can't do that, you have to keep yourself very cleansed and purified all the time so that other people's lower energies do not impact on you. And then you can be a shining light. Diane Morgan, you've been rereading 2012 and beyond. Yeah, totally feeling this go round in a higher vibration. Yeah, funny enough, I was just looking at it and recording some of the exercises in it earlier. So thank you, Diane. That was very good synchronicity. I actually had it on the table by me. Oh, thank you, Corey. Such a nice surprise to have the video pop up as soon as you logged into Facebook. Your pain in your body daily. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Annette. Right. You're asking for a prayer that the pain in your daily pain in your body goes away and that you see your daughter just one more time in person because you miss her and you're worried about her. When you worry about somebody, you send a very low energy to them, which impacts on them. If you want to see your daughter again, send her a golden energy. Just visualize her in beautiful golden light. Now that's a magnetic light, and that will draw her to you. So do that, and I think that you'll find your wish comes true. Oh, right, so we were on about supermoons. And so in February the 19th, we also have a supermoon, which is the closest one, the largest supermoon. And Archangel Christiel, he works through the supermoons, and he will be touching as many causal chakras as possible. Now that's the chakra above your head, your peace chamber, your connection to the angelic and spiritual world. And this means that people everywhere are going to start looking for peace, start looking for peace in your life, in your relationships. Yeah. At the same time, more unicorns are flowing into the planet at the supermoons, raising the frequency of the planet. And as we see on this recording now, more people start looking for meaningful things in their life. They realize that it's not about superficiality anymore. Now, Goran, you say how to go under the influence of supermoon. I'm not quite sure what you mean, but if you meditate, or even if you just go out into the supermoon and look at it and leave yourself open to receiving the energies, something shifts. Oh yeah, Lindsay, you received Archangel's Gabriel's dragon. We haven't had a dragon today. Oh, right. I'm sorry. I just love the things that are coming in. Irene, you're explaining how your universe speaks to you as with your husband, and the next car number plate was AUM. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Right. Lynn, you're looking forward to moving into new beginnings. Good, good. Let's have a dragon card for everybody, and then we'll talk about what else is happening this year. Right. We've got, interesting. Oh, come on out. The blue dragon from the Pleiades. So this is about source healing. Source sends light directly through the blue cosmic rose above the Pleiades, and this is healing energy. And so that goes directly into the beings of the Pleiades, including the dragons who spread it. So it says, accept a heart activation and give and receive heart healing. So for everybody that this card is for, if it resonates with you, open your heart and allow the dragons from the Pleiades to touch you with their color. Can you see the light blue here? Oh, I can't work backwards. There we are. No. Here, this one. That color. That's almost exactly the color of the blue Pleiadian rose and the blue dragons. Oh. I'm sorry, I just missed a question coming in that I would like to have answered. Heather, how can you help your puppy heal and recover from an autoimmune disease? He's been very poorly and not able to open his mouth. The things are improving. Okay, just heal yourself and send him healing. Because we were doing that as we were pulling a card and we got the dragon card of healing, ask the dragons and the angels of the Pleiades just to surround him with their blue healing light so that he can bring it in. But as I say, our animals take on our pain a reflection of what's happening in us. So also look at yourself, heal that so that your dog can heal. Okay. The third supermoon is in March. And again, there's another flood of divine feminine energy touching everybody's hearts and souls. And it's a wake-up call for everybody on the planet. And it's reminding us that as the old breaks up, it's time to support the new. Now that's what I love about this, doing this Facebook Live. We're all supporting each other. Now, Haita, it's your birthday. And I think it would be lovely just to have a unicorn card for your birthday. Here we are. Oh, look what you've got. You've got hope. Perfect card for this year. And for your birthday, right now, at the beginning of the year, it says, look with new eyes and create the change that awaits you. Huge possibilities ahead for you this year. And you can change your life. The energies are all out there this year to make the new come in. Ooh, tips for strengthening your aura and covering holes in your aura. Well, here's one of the simplest things. We can all do it now. It helps you whatever happens. You've only got to have had a negative thought and you can get a hole in your aura, or be afraid of something and you get a hole in your aura. Rub your hands together, get some energy together, and then just bring them in until you can feel your aura. And at the point where you feel your aura, start stroking it. Just stroke it. You might be able to feel it. It's usually easier to feel somebody else's rather than your own. But if you can feel it, that's wonderful. And if you can't, just know that as you comb your aura down, you're smoothing it and allowing your aura to become whole. And of course, the other thing is to consciously fill your aura with golden light, I would suggest. Now, it's quite interesting because just before this program, I suddenly got the impression I needed to have a particular crystal. And I walked out to get it. And the whole place was filled with emerald green, which of course is Archangel Raphael. And he was coming in to bring healing possibly, but also for the program, to bring healing for everybody here listening. Crystal, you have a relationship with a narcissist. How can you survive with your 2 children? These days we have choices. And if it's not right for you, it's not right for your children, then find a new way of being this year. Just leave. Because if it's impossible to live with somebody, you're not meant to stay with them. And this is a time of change. Guidance. How do I seem to draw diamond shapes a lot? You catch yourself doodling. This is Jamie. I always do a diamond shape, then link a diamond to a diamond until it looks like a honeycomb. Well, a honeycomb, of course, is a very sacred geometric symbol, and a diamond is a symbol, and it's the symbol of Archangel Gabriel. And I would think that Archangel Gabriel is working through you without you even realizing it, reminding you to connect with him. Just look, let's all do it now. It's one of the lovely things to do, and it's so simple. Archangel Gabriel's diamond is vast. And when you ask him to place his cosmic diamond over you, it's a way of purifying all your energies. It helps to make your aura whole. It helps to break up all the lower frequencies in your system so that you have clarity. It also helps to clear your mind so that you can have more clarity about a situation. So let's just do that. Just close your eyes. What I like to do is reach up and ask Archangel Gabriel to place his diamond over me, right over my aura, and just bring it down with your hands. Bring it down. You might feel your hands tingling as Gabriel's diamond energy touches you. Bring it right down until it's below your feet, or around you, above your head, and see or sense all the facets shimmering with pure white light and rainbows. So this also brings you hope. Wherever you see a rainbow, you are being brought new opportunities. So just sit within the diamond for a moment. Let it do its work. Know it's a wonderful way to start a new day, to call in Archangel Gabriel's diamond and place it over your entire energy system. And then open your eyes. Kaza, you've seen blue orbs for 2 days. Lovely. They could be the blue of Michael. They could be the blue of the angels of the Pleiades. It depends what color blue. Now, I've written a lot about what's happening in 2019 in my newsletter, which will be going out this week, assuming I've done my part. So hopefully it'll be going out this week. Christopher, you drew the blue dragon yesterday and today. Hello, Cornelia. Hello, Rona. And so we are in the middle of the 20-year period up to the New Golden Age. And in that time, 2017 to 2025 is the time of greatest upheaval. And so we are in that period, which is why we need that spiritual discipline, the discipleship. So this is the time when the cleansing is still taking place. So we can expect there to be more flooding, more earthquakes, more of the things that we've already seen happening over the last couple of years. And there is a purpose for this. It is to bring people together, to bring countries together. And of course, the more quickly we come together, the more quickly we implement an open door world, the more quickly this period of earthquakes and cleansing by nature will pass. So the more light we send into the planet, the easier it will be for absolutely everybody. But so much more is going to surface this year about corruption, about things that governments have been telling us that are not true. And people are going to start asking questions, they're going to start revolting, they're going to start saying enough is enough. People power started gathering energy already, but it's going to get much stronger. And it's going to help everybody. We have got to let people stand up and say what they want, not how it's been. The old paradigm is no longer suitable for where we are. We've already seen the big supermarkets start to amalgamate because they're collapsing, big businesses starting to go, banks starting to crack. This is going to continue. And the businesses that are in alignment with the new paradigm for the golden age, they will thrive. Now, these are businesses where people cooperate together, where people work in harmony, where people are working for the highest good. People are working for children, for animals, for the community. Anybody whose business is doing that is going to do really well, because that is what it's about. Creativity, people using their lives with artistic expression, they are going to become more abundant as we move towards the new golden age. Oh, Rita, the moment you raised your hands, the video changed to a pale golden yellow. That's very interesting, because pale golden yellow is also the color of Archangel Jophiel. And I was working with him quite a lot today, and maybe his energy is still around. Yvette, what does it mean when you think a lot about someone who's passed and other people are thinking about the person as well, synchronized? Well, what it usually means is that that person, that spirit, is connecting with you. And so you are connecting unconsciously with them too. Possibly they're trying to help you, give you a message, whatever. Make sure that you spend a few moments lighting a candle and just being quiet and still so that they can connect with you. And remember, for a spirit to travel and come to you, they are with an angel. They can't travel on their own, but they're with an angel. Claudia, contact me, I can help you. Okay, right. Lovely, thank you. How do I, Corinne, recalibrate my frequency so people can't suck the energy? Okay, that is about making sure your aura is strong. Your aura is your shield. If you're open, if you're psychically open, if you're emotionally open, people just put in a hose pipe and they go, I'll have some of that lovely energy, and they take your energy. So remember what I said about strengthening your aura, making affirmations of confidence and strength, making sure your thoughts are strong. If you have weak, wishy-washy thoughts, you get holes here. Make sure your thoughts are strong. You're going to need strong thoughts this year as the year moves ahead. Jenny, every time I see, feel, and sense blue light around me, I connect that to Archangel Michael. Okay, you just know for sure his love, tenderness, and protection is speaking. Fabulous. That sounds as if it works really well for you, and you've got a very good connection with Archangel Michael. Brilliant. Oh, Jacqueline, you've always loved triangles. What's the significance of triangles? Well, triangles are symbols, a very strong symbol, because a triangle has got a very strong base. It is the symbol of the throat chakra. I can't do this backwards. We do it like that. It's a symbol of the throat chakra moving upwards, taking the energy higher. And so carry on doing them. When you said, this is from Betty, to allow the blue dragons to touch our hearts, I did that. I felt such a loving, cooling sensation in my heart. I knew it was them. Felt the peace and blessings. Wow. So the blue dragons are connecting with you and bringing you healing, Betty. Just enjoy that. Diane, so Gabriel's diamond brought shutters all over her body. Beautiful. Saza, I left a narcissist after 14 years. This was difficult, but not as much as being with him. I'm now finally following my path, and my hands are tingling now. Okay? You can do it. It's a very interesting thing about marriage. Spirit doesn't see marriage as a piece of paper. Somebody can be legally married for 20 years, and there's no love there. And it doesn't sign up as marriage in the spiritual world. And somebody else can have a deep, close relationship. They've only been together for a week, and it actually is seen as a marriage in the spiritual world because of the quality and depth of the relationship. So if it's not right for you to stay with that person, it's just not right to be there. Let it go, uncord, and take your courage in your hand. This is the year of endings, unexpected endings too, and new beginnings. And I think a lot of people don't really understand about how spirit how the angelic world sees marriage. And it's very different when you think of it as a love link, and only a love link. And of course, when you do a ceremony and you sign a contract, you do something very powerful. It may not be a love one, but angels are then they are delegated to try and help you hold that contract together. That's why it's very hard for some people to get out of it. And it's important then to do a ceremony to release that particular contract. Then those angels are set free. They don't have to try and keep you together when actually you're all ready to move on and live a different kind of life. So do a ceremony to release the old contract. And while you're doing it, release all the old contracts from your past lives as well, so that they're all dissolved and you can move forward on many, many levels and find yourself totally free. And any old beliefs that you had in those other lives about those contracts will also go too. Martina, you sense your fingers tingling during the aura cleansing. You needed it. Wow, good. Do you know, it feels like that was what we needed for today. So 2019, lots happening. Education starting to change. Jophiel coming in much more strongly. He's in charge of the education of children on the planet. And of course, the consciousness has been at a low level about education and the needs of children. And now that that's starting to move, people are going to be able to do different things for the children that are right for them. Oh, Soror, I saw a very big orb that was golden and so shiny in your third eye and head. As long as you close your eyes, you see it. What does it mean? Well, it's a golden orb. It could have been Archangel Uriel. He is gold, bright gold. And if you saw that orb, that was Archangel Uriel, who's in charge of the solar plexus chakra, connecting with you. And the fact that you could see him so clearly, just wonderful. And remember, an orb is the 6th dimensional light body of an angel. So if you're not able to raise your frequency or for any other reason, they come to you in that, they bring the energy down to the 6th dimension and connect with you at a level where you can make that connection. Yeah, Marcel, looking forward to the newsletter. It should be out this week, and there's a whole list of things that will be happening this year and thoughts for 2019 and things that we can do. Scylla, you can't seem to, oh dear, you've got a feeling of heaviness you can't shift from your heart after a breakup in November. 2018 was a year of letting go of negative people from my life. And he was okay with that because it was the greater this relationship, and I don't know that I can actually see more. Let me try. Oh yes, swept you off your feet from April and ended out of the blue for both of us in November. We're both want to be together, but we have so many issues to work through and we can't seem to find a way past it. Okay, let's all do an uncording from the heart, because if you're corded from your heart, that's not true love. True love does not form a cord. But of course, we have all sorts of emotional baggage that we send from heart to heart. And if you release that, then no, Suzanne, aliens are not attacking us. I don't know why you've said that, but absolutely they're not. We have so much assistance and wisdom coming from them now. Okay, let's close our eyes. Just take a deep breath and center yourself totally in your heart. Breathe into your heart chakra. Just feel all the love of every single person that's connected into this Facebook Live. We are all one. Feel that love opening your heart. So many people, all understanding each other, all on a wavelength, all with compassion for each other. We've all gone through so much to reach the point that we're at. And then ask Archangel Chamuel, the angel in charge of the heart center, to stand beside you. Ooh, and feel him coming in. And he's white with pale pink light in him. Just feel him putting his wings round you. And now he's touching your heart center. You may feel it. Doesn't matter if you don't. But you're becoming aware of, sensing or seeing or knowing or feeling the lower chords into your heart. Just sense who those chords are going to. And cut them away. Pull them out. Release them. Remember, pure love does not form a cord. These are links that can let go now. So that the love links can move to a higher frequency. And then ask Archangel Chamuel to put a blazing light into your heart. See your whole heart expanding, lighting up, radiating joyous love into the universe. Know that you are attracting people to this joyous love, to this blazing, beautiful, unconditional love energy right now. And then Archangel Chamuel is gently stroking your aura. Be very still and feel this. And thank him and open your eyes. So, it'd be lovely to have any feedback you have on that. And while we're waiting, let me remind you, next week, what should we talk about next week? Think about that one. Any suggestions again? And on Wednesday the 16th, we don't have a Facebook Live, but we have a Zoom from 7 to 8:30 on working with your guardian angel and the angel of your home. And I've got lots of new exercises, new information, and I think that it's going to be really important. Even if you know your guardian angel, you will connect with them at a higher frequency. You may even get a new name that reflects that higher vibration of theirs, which it's really exciting. And when you really work with the angel of your home or your office, then the energy of the place changes because you're working together with the angelic realms. Sorry, I'm trying to read some of these that are coming through. You are on point with speaking about marriage. I'm free now with much love and happiness. Good. Cindy, our children need safe places where they certainly do, where they can process their emotions. They have got to feel safe. Look out of the window as all the colours changed. Sorry, they're going too fast. Katie, you have a love contract with the man you're with, but he's verbally abusive and you let him be. If your aura was different, he would not even think of being verbally abusive to you. So change your energy, change the frequency around you if you want that relationship to survive. Right, and on Sunday the 27th of January, I'm doing a special Zoom from 7 to 9 on the latest information about the 12 fifth dimensional chakras and the 6th dimensional chakras. So we're going to be tuning into a much higher energy than we have done before and establishing those 6th dimensional chakras for some people and touching on them for others. Because remember, we can do it now. Our energy is moving to another level higher than they had in Golden Atlantis, and we can bring in so much more energy. And so that's on Sunday the 27th of January. I'm really, really looking forward to those Zooms, and of course the next week's Facebook Live. Sonia, you saw Mother Mary entering towards the end. Well, how about that for next week? Mother Mary and Angel Mary, have we done that before? Okay, let me write that down and possibly we'll do that. Okay. Oh, Linda, I'm so pleased. She got wonderful tingles along her head and back when Archangel Chamuel stroked her aura. Lovely. It is lovely. Lindsay, such a strong energy. And it was softening and gentle to connect with Chamuel. That's nice, says Nadine. Ah, Cindy, I've been feeling our hearts needed healing. Good, good. So that's what I love about Facebook Live. We can just do in the moment. I didn't say half of the things that I wanted to say about next year, about this year, but 2019 is a very special year, a year of opportunity, a year to do those things you've wanted to do for ages but haven't done before. The universal currents are going to support it this year. Oh, Harjo, how lovely. You felt amazing with Chamuel placing his wings around you. I must confess, I felt a really strong, almost shivery energy around me when he came in. He came in very strongly, and that was brilliant. Okay, the information is in my newsletter. You can go onto my website, which at the moment is rather slow, but it's all being looked at. Hopefully it's going to speed up. We're going looking for a new server, and should be able to get on, but you can just sign up for the newsletter and then you'll get the information every month, and also what I'm doing and any other current news and information. Yes, Meg, if you can't attend the Zoom meeting, you get the replay. You get the replay anyway. You can listen to it at any time. It's yeah, you can attend it anytime. But I'm going to have to end this now. I'm sorry, I haven't got time to answer any more questions. And but lots of love and blessings, and a lot of people needing things at the moment. So let's all just end by sending our love, our blessings, our energy to the fulfillment of their hopes and desires. And thank you, Lynn. Looking forward to the Zoom on the 16th. Great. Okay, see you next week. And let's talk about Mother Mary and the Angel Mary and the healing that they bring with the unicorns. Fabulous. See you there. Bye-bye.